next honoree, Dan Schaitel, St. Augustine Poway Cross Country and Track. Born and raised in San Diego, graduating from San Diego State in 1970, he began his coaching career at St. Augustine High School, coaching track, cross country, football, and basketball. Moved to Poway in 1982 at Poway High. He served as Poway's head coach for track and cross country for 28 years. His cross country teams won 9 CIF titles, with the 1996 team finishing as the state runner-up, still the highest finish of any San Diego Division I boys team. Dan has served on the CIF advisory board for both track and cross country for over 30 years. Our coaching legend for 2013, joining all the others tonight, Dan Schaitel.
Thank you, Bruce, for that wonderful introduction. I'm going to get philosophical here, and I'm going to start off with a quote from Thomas Aquinas. Borrowed knowledge, when used properly, becomes wisdom. And that's a common theme through about everybody's speech tonight, because I sincerely believe that whatever coaching knowledge I've acquired has come from most of you seated out there in front of me right now, my mentors, my fellow coaches, and a lot from you athletes. You showed me how to succeed. You are the ones I have to thank tonight. Hal Metrovitz, you're over on that board there. He's the one that steered me into teaching and coaching. He advised me to teach an academic subject, which I did, history, and be versatile, and try to find a sport that no one else wants to coach. Got that one. Joe DiTomaso gave me the great opportunity to work in the football program at Saints. The wisdom he taught me was to look at every single detail and exploit your weaknesses of your opponents. Father Patrick Kane, he's the one that hired me at Saints and handed me what I considered my dream job, and I still consider it a dream, teaching history and coaching at the high school level. Bill Whitaker, and he's over there, Bill Whitaker and all the other Saints coaches taught me how to find the talent that is available on a small school campus, because it's there. You just have to go out and look for it. And they gave me some great lessons on doing that. John Phillips, he's seated in the back there, was a sprinter at San Diego State, and his wife was in our wedding. He convinced me that track would be a good sport to coach. And he said, give it a chance. You'll learn to love it. Yeah, right. 40 some odd years later, he was absolutely right. I love the sport dearly. And then I really appreciate those legendary Eastern League coaches that I had to face as a punk rookie coming right out of college. Vic Player is there. Dennis Latimer, he's over there somewhere. Elmer Runge. Jim Servany, he's back in the back room laughing right now. Martin Pettigo. Not because they beat me up every week, but they were the legends that showed me how to be a good coach. I look with great admiration to the principal that hired me, Tom Robinson at Poway, because he taught me the wisdom of creating order out of confusion. It's another theme we're hearing a lot about tonight. Surround yourself with great people. And then he gave me the opportunity to hire great coaches. Mark Embry, he's over there somewhere. Don Jones, he's back there. Tom Martin, he should be there somewhere. Chris Vittis, he's a new name on the list. He'll be up here one of these days. And all of those coaches that helped us to be successful. Because good things happen when you surround yourself with great people. I appreciate the support and the encouragement from my last principal at Poway. That would be Scott Fisher, because he promoted the idea of get everybody engaged. And so my program was a perfect fit, because I took everybody, every student athlete was welcome. And then he kept telling me it's the journey, it's what you do with them every single day that counts. Then you can look at the finish, and it works like a charm. And then there's those, then there are those who I had the pleasure of coaching. thank you so very, very much. What a great group of people. Saintsmen, you rewrote your record book. Every single record was rewritten when I left. Poway Titans, you marched your way up to the top and you haven't moved. I am so very proud of what each and every one of these young men and women have done. But I'd like to remind them the journey was not theirs alone, but it was all of us coaches that tagged along and enjoyed every minute of it. And then there's some of you out there that were wise enough to be great rivals one day and good friends the next. And does anybody really care what the score is now? As long as your friends are sitting out there? And a special thanks to all those people that tried as hard as they could to bring some kind of order into my life. Ken Halligan, the starters, the track officials, the 4 CIF commissioners I worked under, the 6 athletic directors, all the people that had to cover me in the history departments, the people in the front office, and of course all the coaches at Poway especially that were so great and helped me out all the time. And somehow you made it work for me. Now finally, the most esteemed group of all, my family. They missed me for 2 seasons for 35 years. At least, I hope they missed me. Both of my kids ran for me, and I asked them why. And I'd like to think my kids are smart. Their answer was very honest, very hard, and very truthful. Dad, it's the only quality time we can share with you. Message sent. And I got nothing but quality time, kids. And both of them are very prosperous in their professional careers. Now I'll ask this question. Some of you can answer it real quick. How did they turn out so well? Well, it was their moms. Stand up, Janet. My wife, Janet, is the absolute best. There is no one better. We have spent 45 emotional years together, and I can ask her opinion on any important issue and count on a strong, honest, supportive advice when appropriate, but equally strong and corrective advice when called for. Now you can guess what I got most of. She has been my guiding light. She has been my symbol of faith in everything that I've accomplished. None of this would have happened if it weren't for her support. I'd also like to thank all the members of the San Diego Hall of Champions, the Board of Trustees, and the Selection Committee for this recognition. And along with all the other inductees tonight, I am deeply honored to be included as a legend, high school legend. I thank you very much.